Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's a many given Sunday magic.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Here's the former Utah Ute, Matt Gay, to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Newton now to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. The Seahawks had 10-6 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. We're backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing on 3rd down. Newton. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 36. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Throwing is Newton. He hits his target, Lockett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A good pickup there at 22. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Newton. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. A great effort there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor, the winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
This is taken at the 18. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, 2nd down. These two teams, you may recall, they didn't play each other till late in the year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in Week 13. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and 3rd and 1 now. This defense for the Rams, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. But that last throw, Charles, is going to move him past 32,942 yards passing for his career, and that surpasses the total of a Hall of Famer and a colleague of both of ours, Troy Aikman.
Yeah, he played from 1989 to 2000, and Troy Aikman, he was about winning, because remember, he had Michael Irvin to throw it to. We had Emmitt Smith to hand it to. Just imagine if he was throwing it the way they throw it around nowadays. His numbers, boy, would they be sky high.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
20.
Now Newton. He'll get this out wide to Penny. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
There's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Newton. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Will Dissly from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make the score 14-7. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Stafford. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They fake the give. Newton. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
He'll get it inside the 20, and he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time on the catch and run, and it'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10. Straight ahead, Walker. And he's brought down. 40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. So he had a nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now Stafford. He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on third down. Here's Stafford. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Rams are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Throwing is Stafford. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. To throw again on second down. Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And they'll get this down to the 10. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now
touchdown, Rams. Van Jefferson from 10 yards out, and the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Gay is on for the point after. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cam's throw into the hands of Fant. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Newton. Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. Cam Newton with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Seahawks would extend their lead here just before halftime. Myers connects on the PAT. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Back to throw, Stafford. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So we are at halftime here in downtown Seattle with the Seahawks out in front. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. In the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Stafford to Higbee there. Rams first down. Off the fake to Akers. Here's Stafford. That'll be caught by Kupp.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. So coming up empty here to start the third quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on the sidelines.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's going to be a jet sweep. Newton bats it forward. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3 yards remain for second down. Newton to throw. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Here's Newton. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack on first down, Newton. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make third down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big third down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. On the stop was Aaron Donald. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Newton. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Newton now to throw. And now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that because now the nerves start to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Stafford. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage can react. Stafford.
And that is incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
He'll take it at the 42. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center because, remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion. And sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Here's Newton. They'll lock it with a grab over the... And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it going the other way. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling.
And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now this throw caught left side. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Stafford. Throw right side, going to be caught by Higbee. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Open man right side is cut, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Open man is Higbee, and I think the ball's out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd and 7, Stafford. They'll set up the screen here to Akers. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. And that means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to happen.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Stafford here coming off his pick 6. That's complete to his tight end Higbee. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. A give up the middle to Akers. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. On the tackle that time, Shelby Harris.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
From just shy of midfield, Stafford. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Van Jefferson. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I'll bet they thought they had picked that one up, because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there, because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read a receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield, because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing is Stafford. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks will take over possession here at the 44. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they'll indeed take a knee. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So the victory here for Seattle, and a little bit of a surprise they lose the turnover battle, but wind up winning the ballgame.
And this is very unusual because you know all teams stress winning the turnover battle as a key indicator to winning ball games. So when you get something that goes against the grain like the one we saw here, it's quite the oddity. Now let's face it, they'll be very happy that they pulled this off, but they do know that in the future they've got to work on taking care of the football because this won't happen very often.
So for the Seahawks, the win here in Week 18 gives them a pivotal 11th win on the year, running their final mark to 11-6. And now they'll await the final seeding for the playoffs ahead. Meanwhile, for L.A., they fall for just...
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Get my way up, get my go. If I touch it, then it's cold. For the plank and they know I'm impressive. He wanna talk, but he not on the schedule. I ain't taking no from my boy heavy. I'm the best, and you heard what I said. Spend all the money, I'm dripping, it's falling. Got on it, then it's dripping like water. Teaching, but I don't have